Going to Cactus League games was a part of growing up for Jake Barrett. The Valley native made a name for himself as a hard-throwing right-hander at Desert Ridge High School and ASU. He now finds himself in the Cactus League as a participant with the hometown team. Sam Cunliffe has made a name for himself right here beyond the arc, and that's just one of the reasons he's become one of the top players in the state of Washington.
Giving up the big play was a big issue for them tonight as well. 395 total yards in the first half. West Virginia was almost up to 700 total yards by the end of the game, and the secondary really struggled tonight.
Kicker Chandler Catanzaro has been so good this year, 30 for 33 on the year when it comes to his field goals, and if you throw out the Week 17 miss he had against Seattle, where honestly not a lot went right for the Cardinals, you have to go all the way back to October 29th against the Ravens for his last miss.
There are quite a few shots throughout the movie that are long, continuous shots, predominantly on you while fighting. What sort of preparation did you have to go through for that?
Hours of rehearsal. We're very ambitious.
And after the game, Rich Taylor said that a lot of times a team like this could mail it in, but a heart of a champion wouldn't allow that. And I kind of looked around and went, is this Eric Taylor from Friday Night Lights, not Rich Taylor?
You were inspired.
Exactly.
Just last year, Devin Booker was one of the best shooters in college basketball and was on a Kentucky roster that had 4 first-round picks in the 2015 NBA draft.
What, in all seriousness, jumped out at you at Todd Graham's press conference yesterday?
I think just the local talent that they were able to get. Todd Graham has stressed so much about getting the guys in the state. They were able to get N'Keal Harry, they were able to get Chase Lucas, Marshall Nathy over at Centennial. So really getting some of the top talent in the state to stay home is a big deal for Todd Graham and his crew.
Going to Cactus League games was a part of growing up for Jake Barrett. The Valley native made a name for himself as a hard-throwing right-hander at Desert Ridge High School and ASU. He now finds himself in the Cactus League as a participant with the hometown team.
Oh, it's awesome being only about 35 minutes away and being able to get a chance to pitch for your home state. It's a great experience. Well, out of high school, I was a starter, and then I went to ASU, and they basically taught me just to pound the zone and pitch inside, and then and that's what I've been doing for the most part.
In the 2 years I've been here, it's the best I've seen him. He came early. He's been throwing the ball downhill really well. I know the pitching coaches are really excited. He's just throwing the ball downhill. There's a lot. He's peppering the bottom of the zone and going up when he wants to. But I know Mike and Garvin and Mike Fetters have all come to me at one time and said, hey, Jake Barrett looks really impressive right now.
Growing up, I'd always watch Ziegler because he was hard not to watch him because of the way he throws him. And to be able to throw with him after playing video games, being him or watching him throw, it's a cool experience. Basically going and just trying to learn from them, see how they pitch and see if that works for you, and then going out there and doing what you're used to doing.
Injuries happen in baseball. We don't want them to, but they happen, and you have to have guys you can depend on that are in the minor leagues. But he's going to be fighting for a spot in the major league roster right now.
Chaparral senior Kevin Greger loves the tradition that comes with high school football. The pregame atmosphere, the thunderous hits, and the raucous crowds. But Kevin has Duchenne's muscular dystrophy, meaning he can only be a spectator to the sport he loves.
Growing up, he couldn't do sports because it was too hard, and so he had to become a fan. That was one of the things that you dread, is when you have to tell your child, no, you can't do something, when he sees everybody else running around and doing these things. And I just had to swallow it and just say, you know what, you can't do this, but there's many other things you can do, so let's focus on the things you can do.
But football remained a constant in his life.
I've been grown up watching football. Like on Sunday, it was just on in the background. When I was little, I didn't really know what was going on, but it was there.
He knows his football. Anything football related, he'll give you an answer off the bat.
Me and him bonded actually over a football app on an iPhone. It just, me and Derek talked, because he was also in one of Derek's class, and we were like, oh, probably a good idea. Let's see if we can get him on the football team.
Let's get him on the field. Let's get him on the team. Why not? Coach Conrad was all for it. Coach Germanaro, they're all for it.
We just did it because we like Kevin. He is our friend. And we're like, we're going to do this because I know he's going to love it and we're going to love it as well.
I just give all the credit to Derek and Skippy.
felt like he should be a part of the team. He's a friend of theirs, and they wanted to do the right thing and allow him to participate out here with us.
When Christian first told me, I was thrilled. It was very exciting. I didn't know what to expect.
He took Kevin into the field house, Christian did, and he introduced him to all the players, during lunch, and said, "Hey guys, this is Kev. He's part of our team," and they all just have embraced him. I just think that the world of these kids for what they've done, because they don't have to.
Now let me ask you, are you ready for some football?
I've just been on the sideline watching all the players. They put me in the group with the O-linemen.
He's doing a great job of learning what we do schematically, the formations that we run, so that on Friday nights he can really help us during game. My goal is to have him really help us in our success.
And for your Chaparral Firebirds, number 20, Kurt Sugar. Number 51, Derek Carambo. Number 88, Christian Skipteris. And number 99, Kevin Greger.
What else are you hoping to bring to the team?
Just excitement and getting them all pumped up and stuff before the games. Yell really loud.
When we're down, he's picking us back up. He's in there all the time for all the huddles, talking. He's talking to me every time. Like, come on, man.
He wishes he could have one play, just one play. And so if you're taking one off, it's kind of like it doesn't feel right.
When they would come over to the house, I would be like in tears saying, "Thank you so much," and the guys are looking at me and they're like, "That's Kevin, he's our boy." That's kind of stuck with me because I'm thinking, if every kid went up to some kid like Kevin and that was like a Christian or a Derek and said, "He's my boy," then all of these kids could feel included, and it's just an amazing thing to watch, to see. And not only is he learning to be a part of a team, they're learning from him too.